Yes. Okay. That's how I got the buyer's attention. Brought in a cinnamon roll, and they said, "This is good."
Well, because you've
come on
never
over,
seen
we'll
a
show
cinnamon
you.
roll like this before.
We'll show you what the good is. Come on over here, Jimmy, because I'd love for you to put a little bit of your icing
Why
on this.
not?
This is your best stock up and save for not the first year, or the second, or the third, or the fourth, for the 5th year in a row. 5 years. And guess what? This isn't the cinnamon roll that you see at that whatever the place, in the terminal, the train terminal or whatever, or even in airports. This is a cinnamon roll done exceedingly well. The way your imagination would build a cinnamon roll. I'm going to share with you what the offer is because, come on in, this is like smell-o-vision. It's like mouth-watering-a-vision. We'll come over here and I'll share with you. So you've got your choice of a 12 count at 5 easy payments of $9.60. Double the count, though. Get the 24 count.
24 rolls.
And you've got 5 easy payments of $15.80. That makes each one of these individually wrapped cinnamon rolls in the 24 count $3.29. How big are they? 5 1/4 ounces. That is over 1/4 pound per. Individually wrapped. Jimmy the Baker is here. Auto delivery is available, which is every 90 days. The 5 easy payments goes away at the end of the day. You're going to get the 1 16-ounce cream cheese butter with the 12 count, and then 2 of them with the 24 count.
Lots of cream
And I'm
cheese.
going to turn it over to you, Jimmy the Baker, because as you bring us, again, you won best cake, you tied.
Thank you.
You've got best cinnamon roll here.
Thank you.
You know a little something about making our mouth water.
So these all started about when my mentor taught me how to make dough the old-fashioned way, and that is today. The dough we make today we don't use till tomorrow. We put this lovely, lovely sweet dough in what you might call a refrigerator early in the morning after it's made, and we don't touch it for another 24 to 48 hours.
Wow.
And that's
you
slow.
age the dough.
Yes, and this is where age is good, right? In dough, maybe
Yes.
not everywhere else, but in the dough, by aging it nice and slowly, that slow rise gives you that cake-like, but yet it's strong enough to stand up to the microwave, and that's what took us so many years to figure out. Was it too soft so that when you put it in the microwave it kind of melted away? Was it strong enough to stand up to heat, but also 20 to 30 seconds in the microwave? You've got the old-fashioned dough. You've got the...
Tell us about the cinnamon.
So
Where's
the cinnamon was a labor of love. This is
Right.
going back, I hate to say, almost 20 years. We looked at dozens of cinnamons, and we settled on this wonderful Indian cinnamon that we get in, and it's not too spicy, it's not too mild. When you put this, it's funny, I'm around this all day, I don't smell it, but this just came out of the microwave.
Yeah.
This just came out of the microwave, and my sinuses are clearing. It's so nice.
And that cream cheese frosting is just the right amount. And again, 12 or 24 of these. Remember, you're going to save close to $17 when you get the 24. I know that we're like putting on that cream cheese frosting, but there's also the wrapping that makes a difference. But tell us about the cream cheese frosting.
So the funny thing was that this icing was actually a mistake. And again, going back when I had my retail store in Yorktown Heights, New York, I was making the icing and I ran out of sugar. I didn't put all the sugar in. I left, and the staff put them on the cinnamon rolls. And everyone came back to me and said, I don't know what you did to that cream cheese icing, but it's better than ever.
Right.
So we left some of the sugar out. So it's not overly sweet. And I will tell you that while no one elected me to run for any party or anything, I could run for president on this cream cheese icing. No one asked me to run, but I get requests just for the icing. There's some people who are crazy enough to believe that we could probably do an airing just with icing, but I will leave that to powers that be. But the icing is what really makes it. You know that I love competing flavors, competing textures.
It's bouncy. It is still light. It's not a cinnamon roll that's going to sit in your stomach like a brick. That icing is perfect. The cinnamon is just the right amount of cinnamon. And you put it in the microwave for what, 30 seconds, 45 seconds?
Correct, 30 seconds.
That's it. And each one of them 5 1/4 ounces. Each one of them, when you buy the 24 count, which is what I'd recommend, $3.29. By the way, if you're getting the 12 count, that's fine. Still under $4. $3.99. You can't get that at Lots of Bucks or the kitchen or the coffee shop that you're going to. Auto delivery is every 90 days. Oh. Are the cinnamon rolls that everybody's picking up, are those cinnamon rolls made yet, Jimmy the Baker?
No, they're not.
They are not made yet. You're going to get fresh cinnamon rolls
Made with aged dough.
Made with aged dough. Will you unroll one or maybe show us the wrapping paper? Because I know that the wrapping paper story.
Same deal. So we tried to figure out, because just like the coffee cakes, just like the coffee cakes, everyone asked for the center cut. Now the great thing about the paper is that it doesn't permit, if you were to bake these in a pan and the sides were exposed to that steel pan, they're going to get crusty on the edge. But this is just as this is like the center cut because it's soft. You can see
the underside,
and you can see that it's not seared like a steak. It doesn't have a skin on it. So it's got this really great.
When you unroll it.
Right.
Yeah.
So those of you who know it, you remember the days when you baked cinnamon rolls in your house, perhaps, and everybody wanted to grab the center and the center. And by the way, see that goo?
Yeah.
This is not one that's been heated up.
No, it isn't.
We worked really hard at making the goo gooey at room temperature. So you didn't have to heat it. You really didn't have to cook it. We wanted it caramelly. We wanted it sweet. I have to say something. When you put this cream cheese icing on, and you eat this bun, this is not something. I'm going to say that you eat half of it where you enjoy it. It's not.
And you share it.
And right.
You share it. So let me give you an update on what's happening. And I'm sorry, I just had you kind of take apart one of these. The set of 12. So pretend this one is still in there. 1,200 to go around. Set of 24. Final 300. That's it.
Wow.
5 easy payments of $960. This is our best stock up and save. We don't see the cinnamon rolls that often, to be perfectly clear. They have over 575 five-star reviews. The 5 easy pay goes away on this at the end of the day. The auto delivery is every 90 days. So I say that to say, because we don't present it that often, when you're on auto delivery, you're never the one who's missing out. Like if we don't see these in 8 months, no problem. You're on this every 90 days, so you get yours. M54026 is your item number. Jimmy the Baker, we're about to go, but one more word on your cinnamon rolls, if you would.
Aged dough.
Yep.
I have to say that we were just exploring it today, and we looked at how soft and supple the dough is. I wish I could bring dough with me. I think you guys would really love to see it. And it's the dough, it's the aging of the dough, it's a slow rise and that slow dance that they do, that you get this really soft, supple cinnamon roll that is a real crowd pleaser.
And you know what? Everyone loves the cinnamon roll. I don't see one hand of anybody who says I don't like cinnamon rolls.
Maybe
I love a cinnamon roll.
We all love cinnamon rolls.
Sure.
Jimmy the Baker, thank you so much.
Billy
sir.
says he'll take one now, so we're gonna.
Congratulations.
Billy, this is for you, Billy. We love you.
That's
Billy's
going to
our
Billy.
technical director.
He is.
All right, so.